SOS, Anna meeting. We are starting the new series with this week. It will be 8 meetings about hardcore techniques, and I would love to start with riding. Why is that so? Because I think that we came to the conclusion, many people came to the conclusion that optimal performance techniques and RTRT and everything that we do is good for groundwork. And when riding starts, well, there is necessity to seek other techniques, or maybe it's good only for the groundwork, and then when the riding starts, new tools are needed. So I want to like a little bit break this assumption, and I want to start with riding to show you how great tool is proactive riding. What is proactive riding? And I am also super excited to talk with you about contact, about straightness, about engagement, energy, satisfaction, calmness and safety during riding, and maybe even doing some things or working on the issues that you report to me most often, which is my horse is heavy on the beat, my horse is empty on the beat, my horse dives down, I cannot lift him up, my horse gets quicker and quicker, or my horse is always hasty and doesn't work through the back. So depending on the questions that I will be getting, these are the most common questions that I get from the Instagram, from our stories, from people that I try to answer them there. But I think that it's also will be lovely to do like the whole sessions on a given subject to give you tools and tell you how I see these things, and how I feel how these things should be solved. Because I think that in many cases our approach differs enormously from so-called conventional approach or approach proposed by the positive trainers. And it will be interesting, I think, for you to learn how we solve all these things using relaxation, pure relaxation. What is also very exciting for me that I got now a chance to ride amazing horse, a horse of superb breeding, a Spanish sportive mix horse, which is a mix of Dutch breeding. So we have Ferro on one side, and we have also good Spanish breeding on the other side. And we have sportive horse, young horse, 5-year-old horse that had very nice training so far, doesn't have any problems, it's not spooky, it's not fearful, it's not necessarily like needs any rescuing, just a good horse, just like I would say very, very decently prepared and wonderfully bred horse with very steady, very good basic education, lacking in my eyes some, of course, things that I look when I ride the horse. So I am excited to improve the contact that got totally destroyed when they started to teach the horse flying changes, apparently. I am very excited to make this horse work more through the back, in the trot especially. I am very excited to make canter more flowing and through the body. I am very excited to release some tension from the joints and have better engagement, but all in all, the starting point is brilliant. I enjoy riding this horse so much, and I want to, with this new experience and sharing this experience with you, I want to show you how much proactive techniques based on relaxation, our techniques, optimal performance program from the saddle and RTRT technique on the beat improve even the great horses, even the good horses, even the horse that you buy as a good horse And I want to show you, and I am excited to see also myself, how much we can improve actually within 1 month. A little bit more than 1 month, within 30 riding sessions, riding trainings. We are so far in our first week, and I already see amazing improvements. Like, I would say that the contact got 90% improved within the first 3 rides, which is super encouraging and very exciting, especially given that I am not preparing this horse from the ground. I just saw this horse once from the ground on the launch, and we did no previous preparation and no previous training. And what I am going to explore here is hopefully with you, I will be able to share the journey that tells us a lot about how much horses wait for proactive techniques to be implemented in everyday riding, how much you can improve the satisfaction, well-being, the emotional contentment of the horse by good technical riding that is proactive and directed to teaching the horse and deepening his relaxation. I am very excited to show you how much, because this is like the super hot topic, I am getting so many questions about it actually daily, how much you can improve actually the movement forward, willingness to move forward, willingness to engage into movement forward, just by relaxing the horse without using punishment, without using the lesson of the legs, so-called. Just by relaxing the horse and getting him properly on the contact, how much energy starts to awaken in the body of the horse, and how easy movement feels for the horse when it's realized in a correct, beautiful manner, with working back, elastic joints, engaged hind legs, and stretched spine, reaching forward and actively pushing in a weightless manner, yet real manner, onto the beat. So I am, as I am telling you, so far I am absolutely thrilled and amazed with the speed of these results. So therefore I decided to share this journey with you. And the background thoughts or like conclusions that I am already getting for the past 2 years, using actively our new techniques while riding my horses and my clients' horses, is how much, as I told you, horses wait to be ridden in that way. They are actually just like opening wide as a book and engaging into that totally. And this is super exciting because it, I believe, is able to open the new realms of riding for horses and for humans, and our experience together from the saddle. And maybe for many people who stopped riding or are now making a decision whether they should ride or not their horses for the ethical principles, it will give them another perspective, and it will give them another insight into this actually quite complex matter. I believe I am 100% for riding horses and training them, because I hugely believe that this is the way to better their lives and to help them to express themselves even better. Of course, you have to have a horse that wants to do it as well, but for horses, I experienced many times, it's not the what, but how. And they enjoy a lot doing spiritual things. They enjoy a lot doing physical things. They enjoy a lot doing combination of both. And it's just a matter of having the right purpose for the right horse and making the goal shared to have a equine engaged partner by your side. What I am also excited to talk today about and to share with you in the next level riding course is, of course, that you don't have to have 1,100 techniques, 100,000 techniques to solve the problems with the beat, the lack of engagement, heaviness on the reins, on the beat, or just not responding to the leg, or being hasty, or being slow, or being too quick, or anticipating, or not working for the back. You don't have to have all these multiple techniques. It's just enough to have like very few but very deeply explored, with very deep awareness of what they serve, techniques, and most importantly, a very good awareness of where to put your attention at the given stage of the training and with the given horse, to improve, by working on one thing, to improve many other things that are correlated with the root problem that the horse is having. So in fact, in case, instead of having multiple 100,000 different techniques from this trainer or from that trainer, it's just enough to have good proactive riding skills in very few areas. In my eyes, is just relaxation, contact. Then I sometimes think whether anything follows after that, actually, because straightness is the direct effect of good contact. Balance is the direct effect of contact and straightness. Energy is the absolute outcome of good contact. You can even feel how the horse comes on the contact, how he opens up, how much movement you have. Correct biomechanics is absolutely the effect of relaxation combined with balance and contact. So it's relaxation, contact, and balance. And all other things, the further you look, is just the different mix and different combination of these very few basic principles, but done really well. And when I train horses and riders, and when I ride horses myself, usually when some things are not coming through together, when the horse, let's say, starts flying changes and suddenly starts to have problems with the contact, it means that it was not really done optimally before, and that the way to fix it is to not continue with the training of the flying changes, but to come back, do the contact, and when the contact is there, the horse encounter in the right context will just be doing the flying change. What I also want to show you is how quickly you can have changes. So we are all used to that. The good results, they need some time. And of course, the time is one of the proactive tools in horse training. So it can really improve a lot. It supports healing if the horse is given some time out. But many things can be done a lot quicker than we think, absolutely without compromising horses' well-being or health. And on the contrary, by improving horses' well-being and health and engagement and satisfaction, just by using correctly the very basic riding skills and rooting them in relaxation and turning them into proactive riding skills. So I am also going to do that, and I am also going to show you this. For me, I think that the most encouraging always moment is to also feel the enjoyment of the horse, and how much they start to enjoy the trainings and treat them as their own, and how much such cooperation from the saddle, such trainings, influence and move the external observer. So we are now in a very, I feel, specific times that we have to be very mindful, and we are actually, I don't want to be the bad prophet, but I feel that we are stepping on a very fragile ground here in dressage these days. I think that the means used to train sport horses these days, and the way horses are bred these days is not maybe optimal. And I worry, this is my worry since 2 years or maybe longer, maybe even 4 years. It started, I think, around 4 years ago, that we are slowly coming to the era when more and more external observers watching people ride horses will have a question: is it necessary? Is it good? Is it justified? Is it ethical? Why is that so? Because the means to train horses now, although they, I think that some level of correctedness is improving, and we are now in times that more and more people are really awarely training horses, but the focus has shifted from togetherness and harmony and maybe ethically realized beauty to things that are very sportive. There is a lot of sportive aspect in the modern horse riding and horse training that not necessarily carry the same ethical value for the external observer that is not familiar with the technical aspects of riding. And we as riders, there are not so many of us out there, and we are actually observed by a huge group of people that are not aware of the technical aspects or diagonals or correct angles or things or that. They perceive what we do with horses, how we ride horses, more from the level of harmony, beauty, ethics, and a lot of attention is paid whether the horse looks like he's enjoying it, and not only enjoying that things are done to him, but also is there something for him? Is there anything for him out there in this particular activity? And I think that it's very crucial that more and more people who are riding horses are riding having in mind this external observer, the children, the families, people who are observing us and who are constantly asking this question: is it ethical? Is it nice? Does it look good? Does it make me want to watch it longer? Or do I feel repelled? Because on the long run, it's not us equestrians who are going to make decision whether, first of all, equestrian sports are allowed on the Olympic Games, and later whether riding is allowed at all, and under which circumstances, but it's these external observers. And the external observer is a person that perceives everything through the feel, and in 1 second answers the question: do I want to be a part of this picture? And I am very sad when I see top-level dressage competitions on YouTube or TV, and I see empty spectators arenas. I see for each horse cheering only parents or a sponsor and a groom. I feel very sad that not many people say that I want to be a part of this picture. And except of the huge events, but even then, there the audience can be half empty or nearly empty. The local shows, the shows that can be a feast of promoting equestrian sport, of promoting riding, is sadly turning into professional gathering of people who are already involved in the business and in the sport. And I feel that we somehow lost the balance and we started to do it for ourselves. And the equestrian sport got so much unnecessarily maybe technical in this aspect of the amount of knowledge you have to have up front in order to understand it at all, what is happening. And too little attention is emphasized on joyfulness, enjoyment, empathy, joy of doing things together, growing together, and empowering one another. And during our next 8 meetings, I am going to try to explain you the very basic but very like golden principles of horse riding in a way that will not only improve your technical skills, but will also allow you to have this a particle of beauty shining through what you do, and this magnetism that people who watch you, they cannot turn their eyes away because it's so mesmerizing, so beautiful. And we come down to question, what is this particle? What is this magnetizing element? What is aesthetics? What is beauty? And we can argue, because beauty, you can say beauty is what is beautiful for the observer. And I have to disagree, because there is also a very deep, like unified perception of beauty, which is coming from doing what you have been brought here to do. And you can observe here, I mean, in this life, and you can observe it in many areas of life, whether it is singing songs, and you can say, like, people are questioning, like, oh, this singer, look at him, he has such a poor voice, and wow, but he's a superstar, how is that even possible? And here you can put by his side opera singer, or let's say technically so much better singer, and no one wants to listen to him. So it's all about awakening our voice, and proactive techniques, proactive riding techniques have the power to awaken your voice, to make you feel like you are the right person in the right moment of time and in the right place. And as soon as you start using these techniques, you are going to see how the horse's true personality also comes out to the surface, and how you can support the horse to use movement realized together as a beautiful way to express his real self, and show who he really is through the movement, through the magic of movement realized together in oneness. What I also want to share with you is that good riding techniques are actually very simple. They are way simpler than you read in books, and way simpler than maybe many people tried to teach them about. They are super simple. They are very easy. They have nothing to do with positive or negative or this or that reinforcement. Proactive, good riding techniques are just about opening possibilities and making everyone feel better. And at the core of our existence, we all understand it, and we all can resonate with that. So I am super thrilled and excited to be able for the following weeks and in the next level riding course, be sharing with you very technical aspects, dressed up in a very simple manner that is clear, that is very intuitive, that you will be surprised how come you haven't done it like that before, and that is super effective and that is instantly recognized by every horse as something that the horse does for himself and that he wants to participate in that and engage in that even more. And I always love to challenge my ideas, and I love to prove before myself that my ideas and assumptions or things that I believe that they are true, that they are really true. And I am so just excited, so happy, so thrilled that this opportunity presented itself in front of me, and that I could start riding this beautiful, well-bred, well-trained horse and take it from good to awesome within 30 rides, using proactive techniques, awaken this horse's spirit, enliven his body, make as much as possible even better than it is now, and also sneak in our newest discovery, which is work on the tendencies, and show you how I use it when I ride the horse in a very down-to-earth, practical matter. Patsy says, what will be the difference between our Sunday sessions and the riding course we would buy? First of all, in the riding course, you are going to get the videos, and you are going to get during a week, I think around 4 or 5 full riding sessions, uncut, with my commentary, with showing you how I ride the horse, how the horse responds with all the bumps on the way, and showing you frame by frame how I apply these techniques and how wonderful changes emerge literally from day-to-day training. Our Sundays meetings are just the means to keep you going, share with you my approach and techniques, but it's virtually impossible to teach you about contact on Zoom meeting, and I hope that you agree. In the riding course, I will be able to show you exactly what is the difference, how the horse looks that comes to the hand, how the horse looks that doesn't come to the hand, how you awaken movement, how it looks like when the horse starts to move using his whole body. And the differences are clear, they are like night and day, so it will be very easy to notice the difference and school your eye, develop this sensitivity, what you are looking for, because many times in the lingo of the technical aspects, I feel that many times it's like the trainer speaks very correct things, the rider thinks very correct lines, and the horse looks totally incorrectly. And many times the good picture of the horse is very like blurred, and many people are like confused. Is it correct? Is that correct? Is this good? Is that not good? I am not going to give you ultimate answer. I am going to show you what I look for, what is the silver thread that I follow. And it's also a pleasure just to watch a great horse with a great breeding advancing in his training in a way that you can go the next day to the stable to your horse and start to implement this all in your own training and riding. So during our Sundays SOS Anna meetings, I will try to answer your questions. We will have each time the question and answers panel that I will try to explain you how you can try to solve some issues using proactive ways. I am going to answer your questions. but it will be just a talk. And talking is great. I am very great at that, and I know that I can share a lot just by talking. But watching and seeing someone um, good that you admire, probably riding a horse, is also, and riding a horse in a proactive way, having relaxed body and increasing relaxation of the body of the horse, it is training your neural system. You are training by observing. Your muscles start to respond to what you see. Your psychology even is changing by watching someone doing something in a connected, relaxed manner. So you have to treat like our Sundays meetings as question answer panels plus some teasers to the riding course, and the riding course as a standalone full program built of videos, 30 videos, tutorial videos showing you how I, with the given horse in the given context, decided to solve the given issue using proactive riding techniques. And it's very excited because riding normally is very much focused on reactive tools. I get many questions like, my horse goes behind the beat, my horse dives down, what do I do? Do I just pull up? Do I just send him forward? My horse is not responding to the leg. Do I kick him? Do I give him lesson of the legs? And so on. So the riding is, honestly speaking, full of fixing and reactive tools that, in my eyes, in our eyes, should not be a part of long-term building up of the horse. They are good just to quickly fix something. Don't think that if I am hacking my horse and a wild boar jumps out from the bushes, my horse spooks, that I will not block him with the leg to not fall into the ditch. Of course I will do that, but there is a place and time for everything, and dressage arena is the sacred space of growth, both for a person and a horse. Kinga says, on the group with the next level riding, will we be able to share parts of our riding and have your comment on them? No. This course has such a great price. Even this price without the discount, trust me, is like a bargain, because I will share with you a lot, and I will explain everything without saving anything for the later. But to have my feedback, it's and engagement and everything, we would need to do another course, and this I do in the one-on-one guided programs where I guide you and the horse, and we focus on taking you forward. Without that, it will just be energetically and value-wise, we will create this balance and the energy will not flow. So you have to treat it like 30 real-life tutorial lessons that I, Kinga, sit down every evening with a bag of popcorn or juice or coffee or warm tea and a blanket, and I train my eye. I observe Anna, I see how she's solving things, I see the horse, I see how the horse is improving, and I promise you it leaves a little bit like the first training, nothing is happening, the second training you think, oh, nothing is happening, and the third ride you sit and the horse is totally different. And this is exciting. This I want to show you how to not lose hope and how to keep up your spirits and how to continue doing the right thing even when the results are not immediately appearing, because they always appear, only they sometimes need some time, like a good cake in the oven. And what else this gives you is the ability to like really train your eye, to like feel my body, to feel the horse's body, to feel this aspect. Like if I mute everything and I just observe the horse and the rider, how does it make me feel? How do I feel here? And I hope that you will see how gradually we build up and we expand this particle of pleasure, of joyfulness, and self-expression for me and for the horse together. So I hope, Kinga, that I answered your question. This is a lot. You will have 30, around 20, some 26, some 20, some 30 minutes tutorial videos with explanation why this training session got planned this way, why we did it like that and like that. And it is to see, to absorb, to become inspired, to go and try it yourself. And if you lack the skills, to come back for the training programs like RTRT or OPP and gain these skills. Sometimes, you know, people are like, oh, I think that I am already doing that, and this course is so expensive. So I want to also show you results, and that maybe we are using the same words, but actually we are using actually in the day-to-day practice we are using the same words for different tools and for different concepts, and maybe even for different we execute them totally differently because the language is a little bit limited. I try to use very expressive language to explain you the best I can what is happening. And then many people say, oh, it's like almost like flirting, but it is like when you ride a horse, it's like having a date. It's like a constant like flow of this flirting energy between one another, and the point is to make flirt into the marriage, to satisfy one another so much that you just are doing things as one. Kinga said, yes, thank you, got it for my sister for startup when she's going to start riding. Fantastic, fantastic. And then when you are trying it yourself and you feel like, wow, this is working for me, I am so excited, and I'm so great, she shared such great skills. What if I really followed her closer? What improvements I could have made? Then it's time to contact me, and then it's time to work very closely together on you, your horse, your special features, and making them great again. Moving from good to awesome, as our course says. Let me know if you have any questions. We started to have questions, which is super exciting. Okay, Sabrina says, what do you suggest is the best course to prepare a horse again for riding after a long break of riding and doing lots of groundwork? I think absolutely the best way to prepare the horse again for riding is our RTRT long range course. Why is that so? Because it prepares the horse for contact. You are working the horse, you are working on muscles, stamina, engagement, flexibility, freedom of movement. You are awakening natural movement forward. You are learning how to mix total engagement. I call it like alchemy of the movement forward, because it is a little bit like creating magic, because you build up a lot of fire in the horse, at the same time teaching the horse to stay ice cold in the mind and emotionally. And when these two concepts meet, when the ice cold sensation, ice called coolness of the mind, detachment almost, meets the fire of the body, on the edge of them real magic happens and real alchemy of the movement forward happens. You are learning and yourself and teaching your horse how to go on the outside rein. So you are teaching the horse how to do the whole like bend throughout the body, on the principle of the leading outside rein, which is focused on relaxing the horse through the outside side of the body, lengthening in a connected manner this outside side of the body. And therefore you are also teaching the horse how to awaken more movement forward, because the horse can go forward only when he's on the outside rein and lengthening in a connected way through the outside side of the body and shifting the weight on the outside hind leg, which is the pushing, carrying leg in the movement. And when it's done, you can do all of that from the ground. Your horse gains confidence in the contact, and he seeks contact. He sees contact as the never-changing principle in the ever-changing environment. He learns how to deepen his relaxation, so go more within and scan his body, become more aware of his body. He gains muscles, energy, he gains suppleness, a lot of suppleness, in fact. The changes of the horses we have in the RTRT long reins course have been really amazing. And you gain like confidence how your horse feels when he moves very energetically through the body, working through the back, how it feels on the hand. So later from the saddle, you can rely also on this additional channel of getting sensations from the horse, because the beat is not to communicate to the horse, is to have another means of sensation coming from the horse to you, telling you how the horse's body is functioning, working. And then it's just at one point you just put the saddle and you see that there is no starting. It's like you pick up where you left off during long reins RTRT course. And then because you are skilled already, and your horse is straighter, more energetic, better goes through the body, it's just incredible, because he feels totally differently from the saddle then. And it's like many of the things you have been trying to solve from the saddle, they are not longer existing, they are not longer a problem anymore. And this is absolutely mind-blowing. In this riding course, however, the next level riding course, I want to show you that when you are super skilled in the techniques that we have, that you don't have to even do this groundwork phase, but you have to remember that this horse was in training, so was ridden before. So he has had some fitness, girth, stamina built up to engage into riding with me. Of course, you will also discover that is very beautiful, that when you start to do things very technically, they are way more tiring than just riding around, and that even a horse with good body is getting tired quicker. And we are also going to speak a lot when the horse is getting tired, how to notice it and what does it mean for the training. Sabrina says, thank you for the answer. That sounds perfect. Does the RTRT also help the horse when he had problems with feeling comfortable with the beat? This is absolutely the essence of the RTRT long reins program. It is RTRT stands for residual tensions release training or therapy. I interchange these two with the beat. Issues with the beat are not really connected with the beat. I have to maybe surprise you with this, but this is my honest opinion, and I want to be with you 100% honest. When you are tense, when you have some issues with the body, the tongue, which is connected directly with the stomach, and stomach is the biggest smooth muscle of the body, they are simply tense. If you have tense stomach, tense body, and someone is touching your tongue, maybe you experience it at the doctor's or at the dentist's, you immediately feel bad, feel sick, you don't want it, because the even bare weight of the beat on the tongue is causing these tensions to be more like you connect with them more, you start to pay attention to them. It's feel like they were triggered by the beat, but it's not true, because they were always there. And I've seen it with many horses without certain physical issues, young horses that got the beat for the first time in their life and they loved it, and the horses equally young with some other physical issues that got the beat and they hated it. And the difference is just tensions. It's just tensions. And many issues with the beat, like pulling tongue out, placing tongue above the beat, chomping on the beat, biting on the beat, pulling on the beat, going empty, not coming evenly on the contact, tilting the head on the beat like that or like that or like that, not coming evenly on the beat, like not pushing. When the horse goes nicely on the contact, it's like this, you feel like from the tail this telescope is like expanding, and you feel the horse is longer, even in a short frame, is longer than on a long frame without the contact. And this is just incredible sensation. But coming back to your, Sabrina, question, the more you start to introduce the beat as a proactive tool, as a tool to release these tensions. And I am not speaking right now about the flexions of the jaw, because to me flexions of the jaw are not releasing tensions, because yielding is not release of any tensions, it's just yielding. I can yield and still be tense, or even become tenser. And chewing on the beat, or like very actively, we don't want it. The good horse that goes steadily on the contact has soft mouth, but has steady tongue and steady mouth, like soft and like receptive, but it's steady because we want to feel one another better. So this is another new thing. And when the horse starts to discover that, wow, this beat, actually I am using it to connect with my tensions and release them for myself, it makes me feel better. My stomach issues, skin issues, allergy issues, spookiness issues, arthritis even disappeared. I feel better. They want this beat. Even horses that previously were shying before the beat, they didn't want to open their mouths. The owners needed to use clicker, treats, or this or that. Now when they see the beat, they open the mouth. They want it because it has a bigger purpose, better meaning for the horse. It started to mean something more except of turn left or turn right. I have been going through this myself some years ago. I've been traveling around the world, training with Olympic gold medalists and experts in classical riding. Like one of the best top expert was late Mr. Fritz Stahlecker, that taught me tons. But even then, it was the mouth is sacred. Don't touch it. Maybe little vibrations here and there. Ride the horse mainly without the contact. Just little touch and go, touch and let go, touch and let go. And I started to think, so why we need this beat? Because I can do the same on the halter. I can do the same without anything on my horse's head. If this is just the means of touch, let go, and turn here or there, or make this and that flexions, I don't need the beat for that. And I had like a very long period, I think nearly 6 years of riding without beats and bridles also. And on this journey, I very quickly discovered that that I don't have what I was looking for. I don't have this ultimate connection that I want to have when I ride. I have maybe more relaxed horse superficially if he doesn't like the beat or doesn't accept the beat. So there is like superficial calmness for the human mind. But I am losing a very important channel of communication with the horse and sensing him, not telling him what to do, not touch, go, or turn, or hear, but sensing him and feeling him, like almost from within, how his stomach feels when we start the half pass, how his stomach feels just in the moment of transition. And this, when I changed perspective, it very quickly led to development of RTRT. And in just 1.5 years after that, we are here working on the tendencies that you, Sabrina, you know from our other course, that are the direct link, direct discovery that I made while working with horses on RTRT on the beat. And now we come to the, I think, key of our program today, of our meeting. What are the tendencies? So tendencies are unaware or aware background currents that steer our life, that make us act in a certain way, take some actions, and that sometimes when we ask people why have you done it, they say, oh, I don't know, or why are you like that, why you are isolating yourself, this is just my character, or I am just like that, I prefer it. Whereas it's not true. Is that is the background background current of this given tendency that on the superficial level manifests as individualized emotions, thoughts, decisions, actions. And I am super excited to show you how I work on the tendencies while riding a horse that is new to me, and what a great improvements we make literally in no time. Let me know if you have any other questions. I am super encouraged and excited by your questions. Those of you who are in the next level boundaries class, you already know your horse's tendencies, and you discovered, I hope, already 2 weeks in the program, how it helped you to look at your horses with fresh eyes, understand them better, understand Vicky says yes, and mine also. why your horse is like that it is not his character, it is not his emotions, because these can change. You can look at yourself and you can say, yeah, 10 years ago I had totally different character, now I have different character, or emotions, they change as we go through the day, so they are also unstable. Tendencies are more stable, they are like changing slower, and they need a lot of relaxation, a lot of coming back home in order to not influence our life on everyday basis. But yeah, I would dare to say that tendencies are the most influencing thing that there is that really in a real way affects our everyday decisions, ability to take decisions, ability to have new thoughts, especially in the situations when we tend to act like trigger by the trigger. Yara says, is this also the same for accepting the halter? I only do groundwork with Shetland ponies and notice lots of tension with Asphalot and the halter. He doesn't really accept it due to perhaps tensions or something else. He loves liberty work more than the halter work. I could resonate, connect a lot with what you said to the groundwork, which is amazing. Yes, absolutely. The same, if the halter just means I cannot go, I cannot decide, I cannot self-determinate myself, I hate halter. But when the halter and the lead line becomes like a golden link that connects horse with you, like a string connects the hand and the kite. And I think that I love kiting, sending kites into the sky so much, because for these short moments, I feel in my hand the sky. I feel in my hand the wind. I feel in my hand the strength, dynamic energy of something that I don't see when I look up there. But when the kite is up there, I feel it. I feel it in my hand. And from my hand, I feel it in my whole body. I feel it in my stomach. I feel like I am flying, although I am there on the ground. And I think there is a lot of resonance between this and a beat and your hand, and a halter and your hand. Maybe you are not moving, cantering with the horse, but when you have this silver, golden thread, silver thread link of connection, it's like you can physically feel it. And it's such awakening experience, especially for those of you who are the mind wanderer, thinkers, that it's hard to keep the focus, that your mind tends to go here and there, because you don't rely on your emotional perception of the situation, like, oh, this horse feels this and like that, oh no, he's happy, he's unhappy. You feel it. And the beautiful thing about feel is that you cannot deny it. So when I take this glass with water with lime and honey, and I touch it, and I feel, oh, it is lukewarm. It is neither hot, neither warm, neither cold. It is lukewarm. I feel it. It is like truth. You can talk me into that it is hot, and I will not believe it, because I felt for myself. And the same is for your mind. So the wandering mind can tell you, oh, this horse is bored. I don't think that he enjoys it. But if you touch it, and if you feel under your fingers the joy, the flow of energy, the good expression, you don't listen to your mind. You are here and now in reality. Your mind is not active. You are perceiving situation moment by moment and second by second as it comes, and you are there in the now. And because of that, your ability to act and influence situation is so much greater. I hope, Yara, that I answered your question, and I hope that thanks to this example, maybe inspired some of you to try riding on the beat again, and like really feel how your horse's stomach, organs, hind hoof, hind hocks, right, left, feel as you move together, not only trying to, oh, okay, imagine it, really focus your mind and yeah, I think that I feel it. No, feel it in such a way that it's so obvious, it's so clear, It's so here and now palpable in front of you that you can cut it with the knife and eat with the fork. And I think this is amazing. This really is like expanding awareness in another dimension. Perfect. I will wait for more of your questions. Super interesting questions today. Let me know how you enjoyed the video that I posted, how you enjoyed the horse and already these few little changes that I released as a sneak peek of the last week of our work together. Vicky says, makes me want to ride right away. I think, Vicky, for you, riding will be such a therapeutic experience, really. You have such a good feel, and it will like really reconnect you with the present moment even more, like really rooting through the hands and direct feel yourself in the present moment so stably, so firmly. I am blown away by this idea. Kinga says, just curious, how you did that? Well, I did that using, as I told, proactive training methods. Nothing fancy, no gadgets, no treats, no tricks. Just very good, very simple few things. Actually, for this first week, I was just working on the contact, and that's all the improvements that you have seen were working on the contact. Maybe from the external maybe externally counter lost a little bit now, but only because we started to ride the horse in so much more longer frame, and in a longer frame the horse has to engage the hind legs a little bit more, and she's still learning how to do that. Vicky says, love the video. Yara says, thank you, Anna. Amazing eye-opener once again. Now I know a bit more of what Asfalov is trying to tell me. Looking forward to spending time with him tomorrow and see what he tells me with these new insights. Fantastic. Sabrina says, did I get it right that the video is just 4 days, but the course is 30 days of your work? Absolutely, yes. But you will be just like one week behind of what is actually happening. So we will be going through that together, kind of, which is also very exciting. Fortunately, December here is the mini holidays, very sunny weather and beautiful, amazing conditions. So we have all the possible support from the environment. Kinga says, hyped for riding, but feeling the first step towards that will be energy course. I feel a lot of issues with walk from saddle, especially, will be resolved after it. Yes, I think for you and your horse as well. But with this course, I am happy also to show you how many issues are able to be just released with a good contact work, and how the energy, connection, togetherness flows naturally with the very, very good contact. I know that, it's somehow easier to speak about energy than about good contact. We reached the times in horsemanship, in riding, that speaking about energy or telepathic communication with animals feels more secure than a good contact, because it feels that it's so against horses that it's almost impossible that it can improve them. But trust me that they love it. Trust me that done RTRT way, proactive way, this improves them so much in so many areas of riding, and also is improving so much the gaits, the opening the walk, and so on. So you Kinga are in a very special moment, because your horse, from what I read, how I perceived your horse while working energetically with your horse, is a very spiritual horse, and she just wants to teach you also about the energy. But here, during this course about riding, we are going to focus hardcore on riding, and I am going to show you, look, you don't have to have 100,000 skills. It's just enough to have these few things done really correctly. And when I say it, I am like having shivers, because like chills down my spine, because I heard it so many times reading the books and speaking with great masters, but it became also my everyday life experience. And I am going to share with you my good practices and RTRT technique, OPP from the saddle, and how much you can achieve with that. And I promise that you are going to be mind blown, as we all are here. Sabrina says, I am so looking forward to ride again in a new way. My horse is so motivated, but our tension made it sometimes not feeling nice. Now there is so much perspective. Absolutely, yes. The tensions disappear, the movement awakens. Maria is saying, I am feeling the chills. Maria, I look forward to getting questions from you, from Dressage judge being on board of our riding course. I am super honored and very excited, and just super, super looking forward to sharing this experience together. Kinga says, same here, can't wait for it. Great, I'm so happy. Really, the horse is amazing. I will be speaking more about the horse in the course, but very spiritual horse, very strong also. Great basic gaits, all three. Huge potential. Lovely character. I really like the horse. Really love the horse. So much pleasure from riding this horse. Great breeding. Great breeders. I am in touch with the horse previous owner, previous rider, who really prepared the horse very nicely. For Spanish standards, I would say exceptionally well. So we have green lights to go, and it's very exciting chapter ahead. Very exciting chapter ahead that I am very happy to be able to share with you, and show you how to plan the session using proactive tools and techniques, and just make things happen, show you how much you can achieve within 30 rides with your horse, just working on very few but very thoroughly done and executed properly techniques. Sabrina says, one of my horses is a Western horse. Can I use it also for him? Also, when I am not a Western rider, we work together, but I do not really know Western riding, but he's a professor. Yes, absolutely. You can use this to improve any horse in any discipline. Of course, in the Western ring, during competition, you will ride a little bit differently, but on the basic work, it's very good to move all horses on the contact, and they improve tremendously thanks to that. And it can be implemented by horses from any discipline. And doing many types of riding, especially those of you who want to improve, that you think that your horse is good, you want to take him up to the next level of the awesomeness. It's the place to be. If your horse has problems with the beat issues, if your horse has problems with the movement forward, with leaning on the beat, um, some behavioral issues with the beat, this is also amazing insight into how to get it all solved using literally just one technique. And this is amazing because imagine you just have to do one thing, but really well. How little pressure there is on you then. I absolutely love it. Vicky says, well, sounds good. Purchasing riding program now. Very excited to join you all with the next level riding. Vicky, congratulations and thank you for joining. Thank you for your trust. I always feel like almost a little bit shy, you know, with your positive feedback and trust, but there is just so much goodness to share. There is so much just exciting things that I am blown away with, that I feel that we have no time to waste, that waiting until the next year, waiting until January, waiting 3 more months because my or your horse is not fit yet, it's a waste of time, because I many times experienced how much you can learn just by watching, both bad riding, so try to not to watch too much of that because you subconsciously pick it up, and also good riding, how much there is like eye to muscle memory, that when you observe someone in relaxation, you can observe something in relaxation, and this is filled with relaxation, how much you can pick it up, how much of this you get under your skin. I had like a mind-blowing experience with Pavel on our honeymoon. We were watching a lot tennis. It was, I think, US Open or Australian Open, something like that. And we were watching a lot of really high level class. And sometimes these games were really, really late at night. Sometimes we were waking up. That was our honeymoon. Anyway, we were waking up at 4 a.m. or at 2 a.m. We were watching something. And in this like half sleep mode, that you are half present, half just observing. And then we came back from the honeymoon and we went for our tennis lesson, and our trainer got almost offended. He accused us of taking lessons not with him. He accused us that we went for a honeymoon for some tennis camp or had lessons during our honeymoon, not with him, because we both improved so much. And literally, we just watched a few games during that time, maybe 4, maybe 6, something like that, not like every day, like several hours. It was just like few games. But this ability, you know, that we, I think, estimate it a lot, how much we can take in just by watching. And once you know it, you become super careful who you watch and what you watch, and you direct your focal point or your attention way more responsibly. Vicky says, agreed totally. Being that I help my daughter in her riding, I need to observe a better eye to help her now. Absolutely yes, absolutely yes. And this course will give you that, Vicky, a lot, I promise. You will get a lot of insights, like how to plan, that it's sometimes worth to stay in the walk for 30 minutes, working on extending like really the horse properly through the both sides of the body, and then just you start the trot and bam, you have the trot of the horse life, just like that. without trotting, making rounds, making shoulder ins in hope that they will finally improve your horse. Birgit says, having to go another feeding round. Thanks, Anna. Take care and rest enough. Thank you. Thank you so much. Patsy says, I can't wait to watch you in action. You are so right about watching and learning. I have experienced the same watching Wimbledon. Fantastic. I'm so happy that you share the same experiences. Then you know that I am saying the truth and that I am encouraging you that much only because I honestly care about you, and I honestly want everyone to jump on the next level of your riding, because I cannot imagine a world without riding, really. And I know, as I started this lecture from this maybe black prophecy, that we are in the times that the society probably is going to decide for us whether riding is ethical or not, is allowed or not, is good or bad. And we don't have to just wait passively and see where the judgment will be placed, what is going to be the decision. We can actively start to change riding, not by resigning from beads or spurs or this or that equipment, but by raising our awareness and giving riding another meaning, a meaning to which the horse can fully engage and treat it as his own meaning and means to improve his life beyond the physical development of the muscles. And I know that such riding captivates the audience. I've been living here for over 1 year with my grandma that now left to Poland because of the COVID. But an older person, not familiar with horses, not knowing anything about horses, and she kept on sitting outside watching me riding. And trust me, not because I am her favorite granddaughter, but because she was saying that it's so beautiful, it makes her so emotional, sometimes teary, sometimes happy. She said, I don't know, the horses just move so lightly, it's so beautiful, I love watching it. And I think that this is what riding is missing now, that this relatability, that even someone that is not familiar with the technical aspects, like, look, this horse has longer stride or better push or this or that, you know, or this counter pirouette was more correct than that. No one really can relate to that. It is for a very narrow group of professionals. And the relatability happens in this field of sensations that are shared and common for everyone, for every observer. And this is joy, lightness, relaxation, enjoyment. Do I feel better after watching it? How feels my body after watching it? How do I sleep even after watching that? I posted some time ago that my husband, I think first time in the whole life, told me that he had a nightmare after watching some jumping Grand Prix competition, and he said that he dreamt, Anna, I had a nightmare, and I went pale, and I went like, what? You never have nightmares. What happened? What was that? And he said, I dreamt about bed counter. So relatability, ability to relate to share, even if we don't understand. Like, you watch beautiful painting of Picasso or Vincent van Gogh, and you don't have to know about paints and styles and ways to use the brushes or prepare the canvas. You see and you relate to that, and this is great art. And riding for me is great art, and it has to have a huge, great relatability factor involved, and it should awaken something important in you when it's done correctly, as every piece of art that is done correctly, meaning by someone very connected with himself, with this divine element that was creating it, it has a power of connecting you. Like during our meetings, you later write to me, I feel better after these meetings. Things are so much clearer to me. I love your energy. I feel so good after meetings because I speak to you connected, and then I have this power to support you to connect better. And every piece of art, everything real, true, beautiful, has the same universal particle. It has the force, it has the power to spread the connection. And the more connection we have in life among everyone, observers, horse people, not horsey people, horses, the more beautiful is life, and the more beautiful is our world that we share, that we live in, and the more beautiful we create our future. And during this next level riding course, I am going to share with you all these hardcore, like really step by step explained, page by page and moment, frame by frame by frame of the training of the riding techniques, concepts that were maybe elusive, distant, blurred, you didn't understand them in the very clear way, but they will all be done in such a way that if you start to do it with your horse, you are going to spread connection, not only between you and your horse, but externally as well. And you will going to create beauty, and we are going to collectively improve our beautiful world that we live in. So what to say, I wholeheartedly encourage you to join this beautiful program at this great offer. That was our also response to all the messages and emails we have been getting about the Black Weekend discounts. That I never do discounts on the products that are already released, because I feel that it would be very disrespectful to the people that joined 3 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 days ago, or 1 hour before the release of the discount. But this way, having a new program in, we can give you this discount, so everyone who wants to join can do it at this great price and profit enormously from all the content, and just help us to make world a better place for horses and people, and take care about equestrian sport. Vicky says, awesome. Beautiful riding is the best to watch, but amazing to feel as well. Love your message and feel grateful and blessed. You are bringing us to the truth for horse on how they want to be ridden. Yes, I think, Vicky, you are touching something very true. I feel this is by judging how the horses are responding to that, how they understand, like really deeply, intuitively understand relaxation, how they quickly respond, get turned on, become relaxation junkies, relaxation addicts, that this is how they want to be ridden, but because this makes us connected. This makes you filled with real you acting from home, you acting from your beautiful place of connection. And all the technical aspects, all the step-by-step, what is contact, what is straightness, I am going to explain you during the course, and what is more, I am going to show you. And showing is very exciting because you just see it and you know that it is true. Let me know if you have any more questions. Vicky says, love, love, love. Love back to you, Vicky. Thank you for joining, and we are in touch. The next week, we are going to speak about relaxation from the saddle and how it influences your horse's movement. If you want us to touch any specific issue that you are working on or struggling with, just send me a message, send me an email, and we will cover it during the next SOS Anna meeting. Thank you so much for today, and see you next Sunday.